that the prayer that has power to reach God will always move the master. Yeah, the prayer that has power will always agitate the Almighty, and the Almighty will always agitate the atmosphere. Let me make my case. Y'all looking at me strange. David in the 18th Psalm says that in my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God, and he heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him even unto his ears. That's prayer. But here's the action. After he prayed, something took place. Then the earth shook and trembled on the foundations also of the hills, moved and was shaken. But that's not all. Paul and Silas, you remember, were locked up in jail. They prayed and sang praises to God, and their prayer shook God, and God shook the earth, and the earth shook the jail, and the jail shook their chains off. My brothers and sisters, prayer that has power will always do something in the spiritual realm as well as the physical realm. And I don't know about you, but there are some things that we need to start praying for and ask God to shake up the place. For instance, when violence is the only vision and crime is the only voice speaking out in our communities, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. When our kids are getting killed in these streets and can't even go outside to play, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. When drugs are dampening our dreams and distorting our destinies, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. When schools are not safe and students are not supplied with the adequate books and software that they need to succeed in our society, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. When families lose focus and marriages become marred and relationships become rotten because of rumors, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. When our boys want to be girls and our girls want to be guys, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. When preachers are being prostituted without pay for political pushovers, Donald Trump, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place. But most of all, when the church becomes a house of phoniness, a house of playing, and a house of positions and not the house of prayer, we need to start praying and ask God to shake up the place, because there's power in prayer. Y'all don't like my message. Oh, my brothers and